Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here on this late Tuesday night. Back again with, once again, video number 2. Another two for Tuesday. So, video number 2, this time on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are in my pants, down in the description box below. And don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. That's pretty much it. So do it now. That's all I gotta say about, pretty much about that. But like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channels, and all that other good shit. Alright, got Lauren here. Lauren's here. So, we're off and running the queen of the chat. The queen of the prophecy. And, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright. I apologize for a little bit late tonight because I was at a friend's house watching the Ranger game, and then I was watching a little bit of the Met game near the end because, it was basically over for the Rangers and everything and all that tonight. So, yeah, they lost again tonight. They didn't even come out and play tonight. So Tampa wins 4-1. So series is now tied at 2 apiece, going to Game 5 at the Garden on Thursday night. Once again at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Rangers, you better wake up. We gotta wake up, man. Rangers have to wake up because it's just, I don't know, they just came out really flat tonight. And then they got a goal really late in the third period, didn't even count. And then Tampa got the empty net at, make it 4-1. They just stunk. They just really stunk tonight. And now it's a best-of-3 series once again. We've been here before, haven't we? Against the Penguins and against the Hurricanes. But now we go to Thursday night. Basically a big game. It's kind of do or die on Thursday. Rangers don't win Thursday. I don't think they're going to win on Saturday in Game 6. I really don't. So I'm thinking it might go 7. I'm hoping not. But the series should have been really over. Should have been going back 3-1. But seems like everybody in the playoffs can't win at home. But it is what it is, and that's that. As far as the Mets go, I guess it was just a really bad night for the Mets and the Rangers. Mets lose 7-0 against the Padres. Alonso gets hit in the hand. Hopefully it's not serious. He may not be playing till maybe the weekend, but we won't know till tomorrow. Hopefully he won't have a stint on the injured list. We don't need that. Marte got injured. I don't know how, but he left in the second inning. So hopefully those injuries are not bad. I'll have to check later. If the injuries are bad to Marte and Alonso, that's 2 big bats out of the lineup. You might have to bring somebody up from the minors, maybe Dom Smith, who went to Syracuse. So probably Dom Smith will be coming up either tomorrow or by the weekend series against the Angels. But I'm not concerned. I'm not too concerned, but I'm kind of worried about Alonso and Marte. But we'll see what happens with that. So Mets lose 7-0. Braves win tonight. JD's all happy, jerking off, fucking his cat. And that's all I gotta say about that. So the Mets have an 8-game lead right now in the National League East. Still best record in all baseball right now. So not by much, but still, it is what it is. All right. So I only have one thing to say about the Rangers game tonight. Well, I have one thing. I have one thing to say to this Rangers team tonight.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright then.
Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave.
Excuse me, please.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Pretty much. Pretty much just not a bad night. A really bad night for the Mets and the Rangers. But hopefully the Mets will pick it up tomorrow. Game 3 of the final game of the 3-game series in San Diego. We'll see what happens with that tomorrow night. As far as the Rangers goes, like I said, got to pick up the pieces and pick up our pride in what's left of it. Come home on Thursday at the Garden. It's going to be rocking. And, got to come out like we did in Game 1 and 2 and shut those Lightning fans up. And shut the Lightning up, too. If not, this might be over on Saturday. Hopefully not, but it is what it is. Alright, let's move on from that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this not very late, but on this late Tuesday night for video number 2, check out video number 1, TSL number 17, where just did a basic 30-minute chill stream talking about, a little bit of an NXT review, Rangers pregame, stuff like that. A little bit of news on the 49ers, getting Bosa and Debo. They're going to be reporting to mandatory minicamp this week. Today I think they did, or this week. That's great. That's great. And Bosa and Debo are going to get their money. Makes me, despite the Rangers and the Mets stinking up the joint tonight, I'm happy that I got some good news. With the 49ers and shit. So that's it. But other than that, on this, so check out that we talked about Stephanie McMahon basically getting buried by her dad and Nick Khan and company. And that's basically it. So check out TSL 17 in the description box below, bitches. Do it now, because I said so. That's it. Alright, on this late Tuesday night, May the 7th, woohoo, botch. June the 7th, 2022, if you're watching now from somewhere else, it's now June the 8th, 2022. As we finish off we're in the middle of the first official week of June. Summer's coming in a couple weeks. So, I hope you enjoy it. Most of you will be enjoying it from the privacy of your own home, because you don't go out, get a real job, because you stay on YouTube 24/7. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to be away most of it, so pretty damn soon, man. Pretty damn soon. I'm gonna be out of here by the end of the month. Take my vacation, and then that's basically it. I'm gonna be on the beach somewhere. Probably in San Diego, not San Diego, but probably in Los Angeles, or somewhere in America. I mean, Montana. It is what it is. Then again, I could go to somewhere else in America, but it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so chat room's wide open if you want to come on in and say something. If not, then get out. Alright, Lauren's here. Yeah, hopefully you had a great day, Lauren. And Prince had an up and down day, and Nick had a good day, as far as I know. Everybody else in the prophecy had a pretty decent day, so it's all good in the hood, and I hope you had a good day too. Alright, also she says, did you go to the watch party at Bryant Park? No, I can't. I went to the one for games 1 and game 2. I went to the Woolman Rink. I didn't go to Bryant Park. I went to Woolman Rink, which is around Bryant Park, so I think. But yeah, I went to the one in game 2. Game 1, I was at Stout Bar, which is right next to right around MSG, so I was right there. So I might be there on Thursday, actually. Might be at that bar. I might be at a different bar. Depends where my friends want to go, but we try to go to Stout, but sometimes it's crowded, so we just go to a different bar. It's not that crowded, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll be in the city Thursday night for the Rangers. Maybe Saturday, but we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully the Rangers win Thursday night, and then Saturday, hopefully, they come out good and they just wipe the floor at Tampa Bay. I'm happy. I'm like, we're going to the Stanley Cup, motherfuckers! And then whoever wins this series faces the Colorado Avalanche, who swept the Edmonton Oilers on Monday. And now they're just waiting. The Stanley Cup possibly could be next week. There was a thing I read on Twitter, but I think it was a joke, that Game 7, if needed, is on Sunday. Is on Monday, I believe. And I think it's the same day as a Justin Bieber concert, which is going to be at MSG. Fuck you, Bieber! You're getting kicked out if the Rangers go to Game 7. Sucks to be you, huh? Canadian boy? Take your crappy music, get out of my fucking arena. Bitch. But anyway, thanks to Lauren. No, I did not go. I went to, like I said, I went to get the one for Game 2, but I didn't go to Game 1, and then I didn't go to Game 3, and I didn't go tonight. I went to my friend's house, which was like a half hour away from me, so. Just hanging out, watching the game, and, in between watching NXT, and then after that, as soon as the Ranger game was out of hand, I was like, let's just change it to the Met game. So, put on the Met game, the Mets, as soon as Alonso and Marte left, I'm like, this is going to be bad. And then, next thing you know, it's 4-0, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going home. I'm like, I'm out of here. Grab my beer and leave. And basically, this is what I did after all that. That's what I did after that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That's what I said to my friends after the Ranger and the Mets game. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. But, it is what it is. That's pretty much it. Alright. Like I said, chat room's still open if you guys want to chat. Probably won't go too long with this particular stream, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how everything goes. But if you guys want to talk, like I said, chat room's wide open like Rebby Sky's legs. That's it. Alright, so NXT was a pretty decent show. The aftermath of In Your House 3 this past Saturday. So we're on the road to the Great American Bash, July the 5th. See what's going to formulate from there. And then we'll see what happens. Alright, so like I said, it was a pretty decent show. That's it. Alright, so we are live from the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. And once again, our commentary team of the man with the creepy sweaters and jackets, the man himself, Vic Joseph, in the hospital. Possibly in the hospital, man. I get that. But anyway, so we had Vic Joseph and our good buddy, your friend and mine, one of my favorite commentators of right now, next to JR, of course. And we have Vic Joseph and Bad News Weed Barrett. Well, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, Gilmore. Yeah, I know, Wade. We had bad news today. But it was bad news. I know. It was bad news. It's a bad Tuesday. We had Terror Tuesday. We had 2 for Tuesday and a Terror Tuesday. It is what it is. Time Machine Tuesday. Back in the day when I used to be a radio DJ, we used to call it Terror Tuesdays. Because we used to terrorize the airwaves on Tuesday night on Kingsborough Radio. And on Brooklyn College, too. I used to do it on Tuesdays as well. Sometimes I did it on a Thursday because the guy, I used to do it early, like 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Or 6 to 7, I think. 6 to 7, 6 to 7 to 8. And then there was a guy that played dance music all night. And he would like come in and out. And then one day he's like, Pete, can you switch with me tonight? I'm like, I bought all my CDs. I was all ready to go, and he tells me like the day, like I think the week before. He's like, can you switch for me? I'm like, all right. It's like, it's just for this week. He's like, yeah, probably. But I mean, it didn't matter because nobody came after like 7 o'clock. It was like nobody did a show. I could have done the show all week if I wanted to, but I had other things to do. So, but it is what it is. It was the highest rated show on Kingsborough and Brooklyn College Radio. How do you think I got into this moment on that show? Connections, baby, connections. And back in Brooklyn College days, it was MySpace, Kenny. MySpace, are you kidding me? Yep, good old MySpace, which is thankfully gone. Even though it's still around, but nobody uses it. And if you do, what's wrong with you? Oh, but it is what it is. Alright, so we have Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett at ringside, as always. Alright, so we start off with a recap of basically every match at In Your House, what happened, Tony D'Angelo beating Santos Escobar and company to make Tony's group even bigger. And so we had that. We had Carmelo Hayes win the North American title from my good buddy Cameron Grimes. We had that. We had the Creed brothers win the NXT Tag Team titles in front of their parents after beating the Yes Boys. Pretty deadly. We had that. We had Mandy Rose retaining the women's title against Wendy Choo Choo. And Toxic Attraction, JC Jane, and Gigi Dolan retaining the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship titles against Katana Chance, Casey Catanzaro, and Kaden Carter. Obvious. Then in the main event, Blood Breaker retained the NXT World title against Joe Gacy. But all in all, I think, both shows this weekend were pretty decent. The whole Cody Rhodes thing, and then last night on Raw, Cody Rhodes comes out and then he gets beat up by Seth Rollins. Now Cody's going to be out for 6 months. It is what it is. Like, WWE is just falling apart at the seams. And personally, but it is what it is. But what they're doing to Stephanie, I think, is really stupid. Just because she hires somebody, that they didn't like, and she took all the blame, and now Nick Khan's like, well, fuck you, Stephanie! You're out of here! So basically, they're bullying Stephanie for that. That's why Stephanie took a leave of absence. It's kind of clarifying all that situation, but... she says, I'm just going to take some time off to be with my husband and kids. But, like, all the stories are coming out now, like, this happened and this happened. Now, Nick Khan and Vince are bullying her. What else is new? Company's falling apart. Ratings stink. Even though Raw rating went up. But I don't care. It is what it is. AEW is going to get destroyed tomorrow in the ratings because Game 3 of the NBA Finals is on at the same time. So everybody's going to be watching the Warriors and the Celtics Game 3 and not watch Dynamite. That sucks. And probably Game 4 too. Rampage's, SmackDown's ratings might be bad, and probably, going into maybe Rampage. Because, I think Rampage is on at 10 this week because originally it was 6 because of hockey. Because of the Colorado Avalanche Edmonton Oilers series that thankfully ended in 4. Because if they would have won, if Edmonton would have won on last night, Game 5 would have been tomorrow night, which would really have been worse for AEW, because you got the NBA Finals, and then you got the Colorado Avalanche, you got Game 5, then you got Dynamite. Dynamite just been swallowed up. And, God forbid, Game 6 would have been on Friday, and that would have been a 10 o'clock start, or 8, I don't know what time it was started in, and I think it would have been in Edmonton, so probably like a 10 o'clock start. So they would have pushed back Rampage to 6, or probably 6 or 7. But now it's now that Colorado swept the Oilers, Rampage is going to be on its regular time at 10 o'clock. So thank you, Colorado. You still suck. Kind of like Philly, but I digress. Let me move on from it. Alright, so we get a recap of all the matches on them. Then we start off NXT with the new North American champion Carmelo Hayes. And don't forget, when Melo shoots, he don't miss. So he comes out with his good buddy Trick Williams for a little catty chat. He's all happy to have the North American title back for the second time. Gives Cameron some credit for a tough fight. Good fight. Good night. I'm Johnny Gomez. I'm Nick Diamond. Welcome to the Celebrity Deathmatch. That's gonna come back. That really has to come back. I don't care if it's on Paramount. I know it's gonna be a new Beavis and Butthead movie with it old. Hey, Butthead. We're old. That's right, Beavis. Get my walker. That's funny. I saw a picture of Beavis and Butthead, like really old, like old farts, and they're looking at their younger selves watching freaking music videos. That's funny shit. It's funny. I can't wait till that comes out, man. It's funny. But anyway, we move on. So Hayes gives credit to Cameron for a good fight in your house. Brags about his greatness, but then the man who we got next, Solo Sikoa, we the ones, because you know where he comes from, the bloodline, motherfuckers. He comes out to interrupt, and then he says, "Hey, I got next." So Melo says, "Well, that deal was with Cameron. That deal does not sit well with me. You're not getting your shot with me, sir." And then Grayson Waller comes out. I did it. Grayson Waller, I did it. Big ups to Eric Lima, I did it. Don't forget, Eric Lima on the WEML Channel 77 channel. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Wrestling reviews, he plays tic-tac-toe, different various 80s, 70s, 80s games, like Press Your Luck in the 80s, and then the 2019 18 version with the Whammy Wednesday, which is tomorrow, so check that out. Tic-tac-toe today. Yesterday was Card Sharks, the 80s version. And then High Rollers on Friday, and then Thursday's Bullseye, and then Saturday's Super Starcade, and then Sunday is what's Sunday? Joker's Wild Sunday, I think it is. So a lot of good stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. Kind of reminiscent of me watching all those game shows back in the day when I was a little bitty hoaxer dude. But good stuff. Good stuff. Eric's cool. Eric's cool. The man from that great state of Massachusetts. The only good people in Massachusetts: Joe Cronin, Tony from Revere, and Eric Lima, and I think Fan of YouTube lives around that area. Everybody else from Boston, you suck! Everybody else from that shithole in Massachusetts, Boston, or wherever. Anybody lives in Massachusetts, well, you suck. And Warriors in 5. That's all I gotta say about that. But we'll move on. Anyway, so, where are we here? Okay, so Sikoa says I got next, but Hayes like, well, that doesn't work for you. That worked for Cameron, but that doesn't work for me. So Grayson Waller comes out saying, it doesn't matter who your family is. Nobody cares about you. Nobody likes you. And then we get a big, humongous 3-on-1 brawl as they take Sikoa out. I'm like, I was waiting for Cameron to come out. Cameron didn't come out at all. I was like, damn. Sikoa got a beat down, 3-on-1 style. That kind of sucks. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens with all that later on. That too. Alright. That's it. Alright, after that we get a video on the whole Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen feud with Vaughn. Wagner. So we got that, with Robbie E was featured, and the lovely Sophia Cromwell. Whew, that ass. Not that ass, because we all know that ass is AJ Lee. But this was. Alright, then we go to a video from earlier in the day. We have Legado del Fantasma. Well, Santos is waiting for, I guess, Tony D'Angelo to arrive. So we see a black car. One of those, fucking cars that always come out. The Range Rover or something like that. Anyway, so we see Raul Mendoza behind the wheel and Joaquin Wild next to him. They drive in Tony D'Angelo and company. Hey, my cousin here, Tony D'Angelo. Get in here, Bison. Hey, how you doing, Bison? Hey, how you doing, Donovan Tate and Lorenzo? How you doing, buddy? Hey, my cousin, Tony D'Angelo. He gets you a chicken parmesan for $2. Bison, hey, schooner, Hey, basta fazul. Hey. Forget about it. Yeah. Anyway, so Tony and company get chauffeured in, and Tony gets out. He starts talking to Joaquin. Was like, "Hey, did you get the things I said done?" And then Joaquin was like, "Yep, got the paperwork. It's gonna be done on Friday." Blah blah blah. And he's like, okay." Then Santos is like, you can see Santos like, why am I here? Why? Damn it! Why did I lose? But you tried to use the crowbar and you failed. Then Joaquin Wall got knocked right in the face with a brass knuckle shot, and Tony won. So that's fine. So basically, Santos is not pleased, but Tony's like, hey, I'm Tony. He's like, you gotta work for me. Blah blah blah. Then he tells Santos it's like, let's go. You're in a match tonight. It's like, get your gear. And Santos like, que pendejo, pero dice que diablon, So we're gonna see Santos Escobar in action later on. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, match number 2. We go back to the ring. We got Josh Briggs and Von Wagner. This match came out from last week after Wagner attacked Briggs and tried to break his arm, but then Jensen and Fallon Henley come out for the save, and that's basically it. All right, so we get this match. Fallon Henley, Brooks Jensen, Sophia Cromwell, and Robbie E. They're all at ringside. It's a pretty decent match, very short, like 3-minute suckfest. Briggs slugs away at Wagner to start. Wagner gets in a few shots in the corner. Then he starts working on the arm. Gets broken up though, and then Briggs kicks him right in the chest. They go to the floor. Wagner gets in a shot to Jensen's bad hand. The one that's injured because he was whacking. Reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. Whose camper are you whacking in? Mr. Peterson. Damn it, Bobby. So anyway, so after that, so Jensen's like, shit. Then he looks over at Fallon Henley and he gives her a nod. She gets on the apron to distract Von Wagner, which allows Jensen to throw the cast. He kicks off the cast like, oh, I'm fine. I can use it now. So Briggs hits Wagner with a really bad cast shot in the head. Like, he went, whoosh, and then Wagner went, boom. They barely hit him. So then Briggs hits the big-time lariat. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win in 3 minutes, and I didn't care. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. But we'll probably see more of this fucking feud in the next couple weeks, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Mackenzie Mitchell in the trainer's room, where we see Solo Sikoa with an ice pack on his shoulder, selling the attack from Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller. So Solo Sikoa is pissed, and he says, I want Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller tonight. And Mackenzie's like, well, who's your partner going to be? He's like, I don't need a partner, but if you want to come down and help me, I don't care. So it looks like we're going to get a 2-on-1 handicap match to end the show. Sucks to be you there, Solo, but it is what it is. That's it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to a video with Thea Hale, who picked Chase U last week. She's going to be starting there this fall. Andre Chase gives her a certificate for a scholarship to Chase U. They're all happy for her, blah, blah, blah. And then the guest boys, Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson come in. Ooh, wearing nice designer suits from the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee you. God damn, that should be my sponsor. Every time, should be my sponsor. But anyway, they come in and start mocking them. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, you guys love blah. And then they start mocking Pretty Deadly. It's like, oh, where's your belts? Oh, wait, that's right, you lost. So Bodie Hayward says, oh, we could have you guys get in on a picture to add some star power. Okay. He's like, go get the titles. Oh, wait, that's right, you lost. And then Pretty Deadly's like, watch your back. And that's it. They leave. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright. Match number 3. Match of the night, in my eyes. Nathan Frazier, or Ben. Ben comes out. Nathan Frazier. He takes on Santos Escobar, who comes out with Tony D'Angelo's gang. You know, 2 dimes and stacks. And, Santos comes out by himself. Nice freaking skull mask. Very nice. Very nice, Santos. Very nice. Did you take that out of the In This Moment playbook? I think you did. Somebody's been listening. See? Santos gets it done. That's why I told him. It's like, you're going to wear that skull mask. You know, cool. I have one that's in my drawer. You've seen it before. It's the In This Moment skull mask I got way back when. I have another one from New Year's Day. I just don't wear that one either, but once in a while I'll wear it. But anyway, Tony D'Angelo is on commentary. So this was damn good. So it starts with Escobar taking Ben to the mat to start. Does it again for a bonus. And Tony declares that kind of boring. She's like, because he wants Santos to become like a brawler like he is. And like Santos like, you know, a luchador. And he wants to do a luchador thing. Tony's not pleased with that. And Tony's like, hey, we don't do that here. Let's do something else. So Frazier comes back with a running Hurricane Rana. And Santos is pissed as he goes in the corner. To get back up, Santos sends him outside for a suicide dive right in front of Tony. And Tony's like, what do you do? Hey, Paisano, what are you doing? Hey, Paisano, what are you doing? What's this Lucha Libre stuff? Get out of here. We're doing it the Italian way. Hey, come on. You schooner, get out of here, you Paisano. You gablon, you know. Not Spanish. Sorry. You mulak, you know. Not to be racial, but it is what it is. Alright, go to break, come back. Frazier is still in trouble as Escobar grabs a 1905 Boston Crab. Frazier breaks that up, gets in a shot of his own, and a standing shooting star press, which is pretty nice. Then a jumping super kick by Santos drops Frazier again, but then one of the Gallo de Fantasma somehow get out there, slides in the crowbar, but Escobar's like, I'm not using it. He throws it back to them. Then he gets kicked right in the head. And then Nathan Frazier goes up top, hits the Phoenix Splash. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, he gets the win in almost 12 minutes. Damn good match. So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Tony and company get in the ring. They look at Santos, and Santos is all, you know, like all defeated and everything. And Tony's not pleased. Tony's not pleased. Like, hey, Skunda, what'd you lose, hey, Matt? What are you doing here, man? What did I pay you for? No, you're not gonna get your chicken parmesan and your pasta tonight. Hey, you're gonna go eat your tacos and burritos and chupachama, you know, whatever. Get out of my face. You Skunda, get out of here. Hey, wait a minute. Atsamali, hey, atsamali for you. Okay. But yeah, Tony's not mad. Tony's pissed. And when you piss off an Italian, not a good thing. But I digress. So we'll see what happens next week with them. It's going to be very interesting between, Legato and Tony's group working together and everything. My neck hurts. And that's pretty much it. So, what did I say? 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell again. Her guest is Zion Quinn. He says, I don't like Nathan Frazier, and I don't like Wes Lee, who stole a win for me last week. So he said, next week, I'm going to crush him in my rematch. I don't care if Saga's out there. Okay. Boring as fuck match next week. Don't care. So, I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we got the champ. Braun Breaker comes out for a chat. Talks about how he overcame the challenges of Joe Gacy, and he did it for NXT because he says this place is special. Yeah, real special. He says he knows everyone wants a title shot. He says, so, well, you got the balls, come on out. So he throws an open challenge, and who should come out but Apolo! I'm like, oh shit, Apollo Crews, who we all forgot about. I mean, even though we saw him on Raw doing that in the 24/7 title Goonies thing. Speaking of the Goonies, it's the anniversary of the Goonies today. Well, yesterday. So, if you haven't seen the Goonies, go watch it. Because Goonies are good enough. Good enough! Goonies are good enough! Okay. Yeah, I was doing I was way after the rock and wrestling connection days. Way long ago. Right around the same time. It's like there was like 80, when did that movie come out? 88? Somewhere around there? 86, 88? Where's Nick when I need him? Because he's my historian. Here's what it is. I think it came out in 88. Whatever, it's the 30-something anniversary of the Goonies. So, might watch that this weekend. You know. Watch that and then listen to all my Cyndi Lauper. Junk! 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 Hey, One-Eye Willie! Junk! Chunk looks like all those trolls, you know? Because their faces look like Chunk. You know, look like Chunk and then the big fat guy that hung out with Chunk. Chunk! Chunk! That's what basically all these trolls look like. They look like Chunk. Fat, ugly, disgusting faces. But that's what people look like when you live in Boston or the UK. But that's how you look like. You look like Chunk. Fat and retarded. But I digress. Sloth, yeah. Chunk was the fat kid. Sloth was that guy with the messed up face. But he was a cool character. Sloth! Chunk! 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 Mommy! Chunk! That movie's great, man. That movie's classic, man. I think they made a sequel to it, but I don't know if they did. I think they did make a sequel. If not, they should. Even though all the cast is old, and I think the guy that plays Sloth is like dead, I think. Baby Ruth! Baby Ruth! Chunk! I don't want to eat no more! I don't want to eat no more! Please don't kill me! I want my mommy! Chunk! Then they had the old lady from Throw Mama from the Train. Oh, you lovely little boy, little boy. That was good, man. What's his name? Corey Feldman was in that movie. Young Corey Feldman. You know, when he was, in Stand By Me with Corey Haim, the whole 80s days, with those guys, God bless Corey Haim and everything. You know, Corey Feldman with all that little weirdness back in the day. Shuffle, shuffle. Do the shuffle, shuffle. I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. One on with me! I think the best part of that movie was when they go down the... They're in the cave and then they go down the slide like, yay! Woo! Chunk! We found the treasure! Do it, Chunk! Chunk! Do it, Chunk. Chunk! 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 Stop! Okay, I'm gonna lose my voice doing that. Stop. I gotta stop. Anyway. So Apollo Crews comes to NXT, or comes back to NXT. The fans are like, oh, shit, we forgot about you! So, well, kind of WWE forgot about him and on the main roster now that Commander... Come on, those seats! I think he got injured or they just broke them up. So Apollo comes out, crowd's very happy to see him. He comes in, gets on the mic. He starts talking like regular Apollo Crews when he was a face, before he became a heel and had that Nigerian accent, which is horrible, and that the whole, it was like a Nigerian prince gimmick. Right from Nigeria, la la la. So he comes out, he drops his accent. I'm thinking of Triple H when Kofi Kingston started talking normally. He's like, hey, didn't you used to be Jamaican? Hey, didn't you used to be Nigerian? That was kind of cool. So he said he's here for as long as he wants to be, before he gets released. So he praises Braun and is very happy to be back in NXT because there are things that he wants to do here. Yeah, why don't you just win the North American title? Anyway, Apollo says, I'll see you down the road. Then a code of honor, they shake hands. That's it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty damn good. I like how WWE's starting to do stuff this week. Interesting stuff, like Edge getting beat up. That was a good swerve. Good and bad in a way. That was kind of cool. Now Finn Balor leads Judgment Day. Still need Ciampa there though, but we'll see. And now Apollo Crews is back in NXT. And then on the other side of the coin is the Dirty Dogs coming back on Monday Night Raw. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. That's kind of cool. And they need stars because they don't have, Cody's gone. Roman's on and off the program. They're getting back Cena, probably just for SummerSlam. They'll lose to Austin Theory, hopefully. And that's pretty much it. So it was a good segment. Glad Apollo's doing something now. Now he's in NXT. Don't know what's going to happen with him. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we got a video for the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament Finals. With Roxanne Perez, Roxy, and Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Daddy! What, Tiffany? Daddy! Are you going to watch my match, Daddy? Yes, Princess, I will. Okay. Can I use your credit card so I can go on a shopping spree with Grayson Waller after? Okay. Thank you, Daddy. Bye. Bitch. Get out of here. Alright, so we see that as a hype video. Then we go to a promo from Joe Gacy and his minions. Talks to them about how there are people who need guidance. You think? There's a lot of people that need guidance, especially with these fucking trolls on this fucking website. They really need guidance. They need Jesus. And a good slap in the fucking mouth. That's what the prophecy will do. Slap the fucking taste out their mouth. But they won't do, we'll go slap them in the face and they'll like it. And then they'll have to call the doctor, They'll have to call the hospital at the Palace of Wisdom. Just remember, dial 666 and press number 6. So just remember that #666. But I digress. So Gacy talks to his minions about people need guidance. That was the case with the two of the druids who needed someone to show them the way. They are the Dyad. So there's the name of the new group. The minions are now known as the Dyad. D-Y-A-D, not D-I-A-D. So I spelled it differently. That's why they trademarked it. Remember when I talked about they were trademarking weird names? And the Dyad was one of them? Alright, so the minions are now known as the Dyad. And they can continue to be an extension of Gacy. And they're going to compete for the first time in a tag team match next week. Against who? Probably some jobbers. Probably, I was going to say Malik Blade and Idris Enofe, but no. They'll probably face two local Performance Center jobbers. And that's it. But we all know who the Dyad are. I'll spoil it. They're Grizzled Young Veterans. So. Well, they got to have something to do. Because they're basically jobbing every time they get a tag title shot. They job. So hey, let's just put them under cloaks and call them make them minions like Joe Gacy's Bray Wyatt gimmick and just call them the Dyad. Let's see if it works. And that's it. Alright, so I get that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that we go to the Women's Breakout Tournament Finals. Tiffany Stratton and Roxy. Pretty decent match. Starts with Roxy with a 1905 headlock to start. Doesn't get anywhere with that. And then Tiffany takes her to the mat for some arm and finger cranking. Ow. They get back up. Roxy arm drags her way out of a slam attempt, but gets dropped arm first on top as we go to break. Come back. Tiffany still works on the arm, including a moonsault onto that arm for a near fall. Then she hits the handspring elbow in the corner, showing off her gymnastics training. You know, remember that? We saw that video and everything because she won tournaments with gymnastics and shit. Drops Roxy for a near fall. But Roxy comes back with a middle rope Luke Des press for a near fall. Tiffany gets sent to the outside. Roxy hits a suicide dive and then a Russian leg sweep as they get in by Roxy for a near fall. Tiffany comes back with a beautiful sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. But Roxy comes right back as Tiffany misses a move. Roxy hits Pop Rocks. Good candy, by the way. She hits Pop Rocks. 1, 2, 3. Roxy wins the tournament and the contract, which she can cash in on any champion, really the women's championship or the tag team championship. So she gets to win in under 12.5 minutes. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. After that, Cora Jade, the skater girl, comes out. Because she was a skater girl. I'll see you later, girl. I'll be backstage after the show to blow. No. Anyway, so Cora Jade gives Roxy the contract for a title shot of her choice. But then the beautiful ladies of Toxic Attraction come out. 3 nice hot pieces of ace. Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, and the beautiful Mandy Rose looking tantalizing. All of them looking tantalizing. Swing! Sorry. Mandy tells Roxy to enjoy the moment because it's all going to go downhill from here. She tells Roxy if you cash in on me, it's going to go very badly. So she starts making fun of Roxy and all that. Then Roxy gets mad, punches Mandy right in the face, knocks her down. Then it becomes a 3-on-2 beatdown. But then Indy Hartwell comes out to even the odds, and she clears out Mandy and Toxic Attraction. So we'll see what happens with that. Probably get a 6-woman tag next week. Not gonna give Indy something to do besides herself, because Dexter's not there to help. I'm so mad that they broke them up. It was getting stale to begin with, to be honest with you. Index was starting to get stale, even though with the whole Index, Duke Hudson, Persia Parada situation, they were going to become a tag team. They lost a tag team title shot. But you know after that, gone, done. And then the whole releases thing, they don't get rid of Duke Hudson, they get rid of Sam Shaw. They get rid of Dexter. And Indy's just standing there, oh, I lost Dexter. Now she's in basically purgatory in NXT catering. Or Titus Catering. I guess it's Titus Catering. Titus is worldwide, you know, with that catering. They have to cook mean steak for those people in NXT. All those people in the Performance Center and all the fans in it. Well, not the fans, but all those people don't get used on NXT TV. Titus has to go down there with Dana Brooke and make the cookies and the steak. It's true. But it is what it is. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that situation going into next week. And that's it. I think Roxy's going to cash in on Mandy, win at the Great American Bash. Probably we'll see Toxic Attractions, their long run with the belts, go bye-bye after the Great American Bash. If not, then I don't know when. I was thinking maybe the next big pay-per-view show, which will probably be SummerSlam weekend. Or they might just go all the way up to September, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Bodie Hayward on the floor. He's been attacked, most likely by Pretty Deadly. He mentions that Pretty Deadly did it. So other members of Chase U come in, like Thea Hale comes in to check on him, and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, agents and referees come in. It's like, hey, what happened? So we get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Mackenzie Mitchell. She's with Wendy for an interview. When then Tiffany Stratton comes in unannounced, interrupts Wendy, and Wendy's like, hey, I got an interview here. And Tiffany's like, 1 second, hold on. So Tiffany's all mad. She wants a rematch with Roxy. She says it was unfair, this and that. I'm like, Daddy, I know it's unfair. So Wendy's like poking her in the back again, and then Tiffany's like, what? So Wendy's like, psh, throws her orange soda in her face, and Tiffany's like, ah! It's in my hair! It's in my hair, Daddy! It's in my hair! I gotta go take a shower, Daddy! And my hair's all messed up, my makeup, ah! Throwing a temper tantrum, has to call her Daddy. Damn, now I got a freaking neck ache and my head hurts. Ugh. It's been a bad night. But anyway, I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to a quickie match. We got we got Pretty Deadly. Ooh. The Yes Boys. They take on Andre Chase all by himself, because Bodie is hurt. So Andre storms to the ring for some revenge, but the Yes Boys beat him up in the corner. Some double teaming ensues, and then Bodie Hayward comes out, basically limps to the ring, like limps and drags himself to the ring, and then Thea Hale cuts him off, like, no, you can't do this, and Bodie's like, let me fight. Thea's like, no, I'll do it. So she gets on the apron, I'm like, I don't think that's gonna work. You can't have the men fighting the women. This is WWE. So she tries to get the tag, which allows Andre to start making a comeback. So it's doing the CHASE. What's that spell? Chase you. Anyway, that gets cut off by the Yes Boys, who had spilled milk. Their finisher. 1, 2, 3. They get the win at 3:11. Hey, that band sucks, by the way. All mixed up. Don't know what to do. Then that horrible cover of Love Song by The Cure, which was redone by Joe Cotella and the beautiful Maria Brink, the mother of Mayhem. The couple of Mayhem, basically. Because, you know, they're going out and everything. You know, they love each other. They're probably going to get married. I have a feeling. I mean, they've been together for a couple years now. Put the ring on the finger! Come on, Joe, you can do it. Yeah. Let's make Maria Brink the bride, you know, the demon, well, I can't say the demon bride because that's Rosemary. The metal bride, I guess you can call her. Come on. She's not getting any younger. She's 40, gonna be 40, what is she now? She's 44 now. She's gonna be 45 in December, a week before, a couple of days before my birthday, actually. So she's gonna be 45. I'm gonna be 46. So I don't know how old Joe Cotello is. Probably around the same age. So I'm like, come on. Let's get the business done. Not that business, but you know what I mean. But they get that business done too. But anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so anyway, Pretty Deadly get the win over Andre Chase. And that's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on from there. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams walk into the ring, getting ready for their tag team match with Grayson Waller. So they run up to Tony D'Angelo and company. They try to intimidate Carmelo, and Trick Williams like, "Hey, you a bunch of schoonards, you know." It's like, if you don't watch out, I'm gonna take your title. And Carmelo's like, "You're not worth it. I'm not interested." And so they leave after Tony threatens them again. And then Carmelo's like, "I want more respect on my name, damn it. I'm the champ." So we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go back to the ring before our main event. We go to our... Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. God damn it. So we get to our next filler match. We got Tatum Paxley taking on Kaylee Ray, or Alba Fire. Like I said, quickie filler match. Under 3 minutes. Paxley got in a little bit of moves. Sits down on a sunset flip attempt by Alba for a near fall. But Kaylee Ray, I'm going to say Kaylee Ray because Alba Fire is kind of a name. So Kaylee Ray knees her in the face for a near fall of her own. She hits the Gory Bomb, or the KLR Bomb on Tatum Paxley. She goes up for the Fire Bomb, or the Swanton. Goes up top for it. Paxley rolls out of the way before she can even hit it. But after a little like shrug, Kaylee Ray hits the firebomb anyway. 1, 2, 3. She gets the easy kind of win, squash win, if you will. So it is what it is. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. After the match, Lash Legend comes in to jump Kaylee Ray. Because basically we have to care about Lash Legend. So now we're going to get a Lash Legend Kaylee Ray feud that nobody gives two flying you-know-what's about. Here's what it is. Alright, after that, we go to the back where we see the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. They're all hype. Like, yeah, we won the titles. Yeah, we're good. Everything's good in Diamond Mine. So Roddy comes in and Damon Kemp come in. Roddy starts talking about, it's like, yeah, now you're the champs. Everybody's on the same page. You're like, bring it in. We all hug it out. Blah, blah, blah. And then we see Malik Blade and Idris Enofe come in. Looked like they were starting to talk some smack, and then the Creed brothers were threatening them. And they're like, ha, we're just kidding. It's like, but if you want a title shot, you got it. So next week we got a NXT Tag Team title shot. So the Creed brothers' first defense against Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. You know they're gonna win that. So they leave, and the Creeds are all like, yeah. They're all happy, but Roddy is pissed. He's like, what are you doing? That's rookie mistake number 1. That's the biggest mistake a champion can make. Making a challenge out of nowhere. And he knows all about championships. And basically, he says, that's the one thing that you guys can get wrong. So we'll see what happens next week with the Creed brothers and Idris Enofe and Malik Blade for the tag team belts. Like I said, I think the Creed brothers are going to win and retain. It is what it is. Alright, then we get another vignette for Giovanni Vinci. We hear the narrator, the woman narrator, whoever that is, speaking in Italian, blah, blah, blah. Then we see the little bit of the face here and there. Then we see, he has glasses on, wearing a nice suit, Armani suit probably. Then he takes his sunglasses off, and it's Fabian Aichner. Remember him from Imperium? The one that got kicked out? Well, he left Marcel Barthel in the dust. Or with the other way around, I forget. Yeah, so Fabian Aichner is back in NXT, now known as Giovanni Vinci. Well, he is Italian after all. Just changed his name. Yeah, even though I think Fabian Aichner is his real name. I have to look that up. Well, so he's going to debut next week. Probably random squash match. Yeah, it is what it is. And, that's that. Alright, then we go to your main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller. Oh, I did it. Grayson Waller. So they team up against Solo Sikoa in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Trick Williams at ringside. They're about to go at it. But then, hold on. We have a partner. So, out comes Apolo Crews. So, Apollo Crews comes out. And Waller is like looking at Carmelo's like, oh, what am I supposed to do, love? I don't know. That's a bad. That's bad. You got a Foster mate, you know. Foster's Australian for beer, mate. So anyway, so we get to this tag team match. Was okay, nothing big. I thought it was gonna be Cameron Grimes, but you know, would have been a surprise. Like, hey, Apollo's just here for one thing, and then Cameron Grimes would have came up. Nope. So the fight is on right before the bell, as the heels get thrown out of the ring. They go back in. Then we get Solo Sikoa and Grayson Waller to start, with Grayson being sent into the corner. Apollo comes in for a 30-second delayed suplex. What are you, Michael Elgin? You can do it for 60 seconds? What are you, nuts? And then Wade Barrett's like, put him down, will you? Put him down. It's bad news. Put him down. Okay. Then he starts working on the arm. But then Carmelo comes in from behind, catches Apollo with a spinning face plant, and they take over on Apollo. But Apollo comes back with a slingshot dive to the floor. As we go to break, we come back in, and Solo Sikoa's in the ring. He's in trouble as Grayson Waller stomps away at him. Here's the little rope walk. Macho Man elbow. No, he does not hit the elbow like the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah, dig it. But here's the top rope elbow for a near fall. Then he locks in the crossface to make things even worse for Solo. But Solo gets to the ropes and to break the hold. And then Solo eventually gets the hot tag to Apollo Crews, who cleans house. And then everything breaks down. Solo and Carmelo knock each other out of the ring. They knock each other out of the ring. And then Grayson Waller tries for the spinning, the rolling stunner. But Apollo catches him, and he reverses into the Apollo bomb. 1, 2, 3. Apollo Crews gets the win. His first win back in NXT. Match was just a little under 14 minutes. Surprisingly, it ended like a little after like 10 o'clock, 10:05. They usually do the over until like 10:05, 10:15 sometimes. Which is okay, because there's nothing else on after that, which is usually Miz and Mrs. They showed they showed the first episode replay. I don't know why they didn't show the second one, but okay. But anyway, we got that. So all in all, pretty damn good match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that is it for NXT tonight. So, once again, a pretty damn good show from NXT, and I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment or a video reply down below if you wish. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're getting closer and closer, steady, slow and steady. We're getting near 400 subscribers. See if we get there. And, that's it. So tell your friends and tell your mom, your pop, and everybody else to subscribe to my channel, this channel, and all my other channels as well. They're all down below. You can subscribe and to them and leave comments on the videos, past and present. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget, you have to tap that bell, so when I do another video, be able to be live or just regular video, you get notified, hopefully. And if not, well, blame Susan. And that's it. Alright, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I have a headache, so I'm probably going to call it a night. Try to get some rest. I got to work tomorrow. And then get ready for AEW tomorrow night. Got the Mets tomorrow night, too. Celtics Warriors Game 3. Not that I'm gonna watch any of that, but because I'm gonna be watching most of AEW Dynamite tomorrow, and we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That's it. All right. So once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for NXT, and that's it. And that's basically it. Thank you, Lauren, for coming in, and anybody else who decided to watch my video. Thank you for the free view, assholes. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. Check out TSL 17. Link is down below. So check that out. Give it a like and thumbs up and subscribe to that channel as well. And leave a comment, or 2, or 3, or 4, or a million. Who knows? But it is what it is. So, that's it. So, rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, well, if you're not down with that, well, we're the prophecy. We're the best thing going today. And anything less will be uncivilized. And if you don't like that, you mindless zombie haters out there, well, we're the prophecy. We're the best thing going today on YouTube and in real life. And you can't do a goddamn thing about it. So, you lose, motherfuckers. And that's it. So, not down with that. We got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.